Slow key and I say I am. It's the super facts. Quick video. I ain't gonna be on here that long. So today's topic, why this is the reason why no real men on this planet could have sympathy for Cassie and these freak offs, right? First things first, you know, people can lie and act like they don't know what they're signing for when it comes to the industry, when it comes to the entertainment industry, when it's like literally when you a part of the entertainment industry, you really just it's a career, like you're a career partier. You get paid to party. That becomes your career. Um when you involve yourself with the industry, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be in compromising situations. So if like, you know, I don't know how old Cassie was when she like officially got in the industry, but at the end of the day, it's like you knew what you was getting into. And okay, give her the benefit of the doubt. If you didn't know what you was getting into, the very first time, see, we act like women are mentally retarded. That's how the media treats women. The media treats women like they're mentally incapable, like they're literally Hall of Fame autistic people or some shit. Like they're just the Hall of Fame retards. That's how the media will have you thinking they're never accountable. I heard this word, this phrase today. It said re-victimize. I said, what in the fucking hell am I living in? They was like, oh, there was a video of a freak off with Cassie, and they were saying that the video could re-victimize. Listen, if these, not just Cassie, but if any of these individuals didn't know what they were signing for, the very first time that somebody did something to them, something fucked up, something that they knew was wrong, something that they didn't like, their soul, their spirit didn't agree with, that was your opportunity to walk out the front door and never turn back. You know, it's crazy how like there's a lot of people that um were in the industry that the first time they saw some funny shit or some sketchy shit, you know what I mean? Or the first time somebody tried to try them or take advantage of them or persuade them to sell their soul, they left. They walked out the fucking door. God gave you two fucking legs. So let's not do this victim Olympics bullshit. Cassie, either if she didn't know what she was signing up for, if she didn't know what she was signing up for, then okay. But the very first time, but yeah, but if she didn't know what she was signing up for, that's one thing. But the very first time that, you know, some weird shit happened, she should have left. It's as simple as that. So you mean to tell me, Cassie, some weird shit happened because she said she met him at like 21. Correct me if I'm wrong. She says she started dating Diddy at 21, and then a year later, he started, I guess, trying to include her, or she started participating in the freak offs or whatever. And it's just, that word is just insane. And it's like, so after your very first freak off, if you didn't fuck with it, why did you stay with him for 10 more years? You can't make this shit up. So the sad part is a lot of these Hall of Fame, Mount Rushmore professional victim Olympic participants, they know what they're doing. These females know what they're doing. The same way Diddy knew what he was doing with whatever demonic, freaky ass shit he was into, freaky old man shit he was into, is the same way Cassie knew what she was doing. She said in her mind, I don't care what nobody say, you know, because every time I talk to a female, They love bragging about how, oh, females mature, women mature faster than men. Then why half of y'all actions, like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all actions reflect that of a dumbass, of an immature dumbass. Let's have a real conversation. So I never bought into that. I think whoever said this whole women mature faster than men shit, I think that was a CIA narrative. That's some MK Ultra lies, okay? That don't mean shit. Okay, congratulations, you got your period, but you still dumb as shit. Let's have a real conversation. That's why you fucking raw, and now you on 16 and pregnant. You on MTV. You on a show on MTV. Respectfully, because there's dumbass dudes out here too. But anyway, the point that I'm trying to make is the very first time. Why don't we ever hold any of these people accountable for their own actions? It's like, bro, we live in a world where accountability is just like, it's just so disrespected. You know, I saw this meme. It was like 100 women versus accountability, and it was like accountability wins every time. It's sad, man. The most attractive fucking characteristic trait an individual can have is accountability. When a person just has the humility under God to just be like, yo, you know what? I'm sorry. I fucked up. This is my fault. I take responsibility. It's almost like it's getting to the point where I'm at a point in my life where it's like, dude, if I can't deal with somebody that just has the fucking just humility just to be like, I'm sorry, I fucked up. I can't, like, I can't give you, you know what I mean? I can't give you access to me. You know, it's just childish. Anything other than that is just childish. You know what I'm saying? So it's like she had the very first freak off that happened. She could have been left. In my opinion, I think Cassie was just like, you know, I think Cassie was just dumb. If I had to really just simplify it, I think she was dumb. I think she was operating in a place of fear. She said, I mean, the perfect example of why she's dumb. She signed like a 10-album contract with Diddy. You know what I'm saying? That alone is just fucking stupid. That alone is just stupid. Like, what? Right? And then so her actions reflect that she just wasn't, you know, she was just there. She wasn't being proactive logically, you know. She really wasn't thinking about, you know what I mean, how to be, you know, independent, you know what I'm saying? And she just, that's it. She fell down the Diddy, she fell down the Diddy freak off rabbit hole, you know what I'm saying? And she got taken advantage of, and she was just as abusive to Diddy as Diddy was abusive to her. You know, people act like birds of a flat feather don't flock together. Toxic people always, like, let's just have a real conversation. Toxic people are naturally drawn to other toxic people. They claim a toxic motherfucker will claim that they hate another toxic motherfucker, but they'll stay with them for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. Let's have a real conversation. They'll continue to entertain pure negative behavior, energy, whatever the case may be. So it's like, no, birds of a feather flock together. You know, you are your representation, or the people around you reflect who you are. Because otherwise, why would you tolerate that? You know, I knew, like, once upon a time, I knew this girl, and I was, like, crushing on her so bad. And she was cool. She was, like, mad down to earth and friendly and nice. But she was hanging around the quote-unquote mean girls. The girls that was always just had their face all screwed up and being petty and talking about dumb shit, you know. And I was just like, why is she like that? And come to find out, that's who she was on the inside. Like, her outside, you know, her representative, you know, on the outside was cool, but at her core, she was just like the rest of them. So it doesn't matter. Like, if you in them circles and you was at them freak offs and you was continuing to participate in that shit for 10 years, a real man won't have any sympathy for that type of behavior. There is no excuse. Okay. And then at the end of the day, she saw an opportunity where she could get some money out of it, where she can be compensated. Because that's all that all these people do. It's like, oh, well, I need to get some money out of this, you know? And it's sad and it's fucking pathetic, man. And human beings really fucking suck. People just suck. So that's the video. That's the video. I have no sympathy for this goofy bitch, and I have no sympathy for whatever happens to Diddy. These people act like they're fucking gods, and then when it's time to reap what they sow, they don't never want to take responsibility or accountability. Let's have a real conversation.